Hey folks, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to go after the Steelworks quest line as well as big reactors. I've actually started running rather low on lava. The issue here is that we're generating, or we're consuming the power as fast as we're generating it, so I got to be kind of cautious. The thing, and you'll notice we're in terms of like hundreds of buckets when we were at, 20 kilobuckets the other day. What you'll see that I've done as a stopgap measure is I made a bunch of these solar generators, which the way they work is as their name implies, they generate energy during the day, but they're only capable of either producing energy or releasing it for use. So what I've done here is set up just a mini NOT gate. So we have a daylight sensor that transmits a redstone signal when it's daylight. Okay? And because there's a NOT gate in place, it means it shuts off the NOT, or an inversion gate. It inverts it and says, okay, redstone signal off, go ahead and create energy. Fill up your stuff at nighttime, it transmits it out to some lava production. Just, 6 MFR lava producers, and it's a fairly straightforward setup. So, without further ado, let's get that started. We're going to go under steel-powered flight and go from the beginning. Oh, and for the hoarding, I did let before I forget, let's go to Hell's Kitchen. I did let the cheeseburger thing run overnight, and I turned in the cheeseburgers, so we're good to go there. There is one more reward we're probably fairly close on. I did figure out how to get a mushroom, and I let that run overnight. We should have lots of mushroom soup, so we can go ahead and run that quickly. See if we get enough to complete that quest while we're working on steel-powered flight. Always like to complete quests for you guys when I can. So let's get a fluid export bus if we got one. And go ahead and start that one draining. Oh, let's see. We need to select a quest right away. That one will be under Go with the Flow. We got Mushroom Soup. Select task. And we'll go ahead and do it like so. We need a piece of cable. And there we go. That'll do it. And let's let this guy run. We gotta be kind of power cautious, so I'll definitely let that thing go over time here. See how fast we're completing this. 100 at a time. It's going to take a while. Let's see. We'll speed it up for just a minute. Keep our system emptied. Okay. Steel-powered flight. That's what we're going after. So, as I understand it, we've got to go through the right side before we can get to the other. So let's just go ahead and do this. And what I'm going to do is program in all of these recipes. Oh wait, we need our steel-powered flight, or our steel hand guide to read this. Hang on. You, Thaumanomicon, can go back for now. I guess we should open up our reward bags in case we get something useful for this. And we'll do that. And 5. Well, we're almost to the big 6-0 in lives. Epic reward bag. A bottle of natural gas, okay. And oh, look at that, a bunch of mixed crystal clusters. We'll put all that on the side for now. Something to work with later. Okay. So, I want to go after the big reactor is my thing, because that'll be another source of power besides lava. To prevent the sacred art of steelwork, we have written this book in a special invisible ink, which is activated on a factor of time. This will help ensure people of the age have reached the level of social and technological maturity so that they may benefit. So it's going to, as we discover stuff, it's going to unlock more. Discovery of steel opens the door to a vast new world. Blah, blah, blah. Steelworking is an art, and yep. Okay. The high oven will be your threshold into this process. It is smaller than the smeltery you're accustomed to, but both the method for its construction and the general operation are very similar. Okay, so this is all the stuff we got to make for the next quest. Okay, so let's do it. And we're going to program in all of this stuff for recipe-wise. Let's go ahead and get some more blanks, because I think we're going to need them. Yeah, give me 30 more while we can. Clear that out. So we need to make a high oven controller. Okay. How do we make this stuff? Oops. It's a brick and a... Oh boy. Okay. So we can create a pattern to accomplish this for us. One thing I've done since last year, or since last episode, is I can't remember if I've shown you guys, but this 3 separate smelteries out here, I've kind of made on an independent network. And I've had them collecting liquid seared stone. Oh, see, look, we're running low on fuel out here. Or we've run low. Let's go ahead and turn on our power system to charge up batteries. I'm not quite sure why that isn't charged, actually. Must not be enough RF per tech. How much are we using? 7 times 10 should be like 700 RF a tech. So let's go up to 1,000 and that should keep it running. And this is just a little independent collection of our liquids out here. But namely, I've got lots of seared stone in play. And let me go ahead and get a storage bus, because we're going to need more of it from the looks of things. A storage bus, a casting table, and we can kind of make this thing work. So we're going to need a casting table. We're going to need a storage bus over there. We're going to want an import. Just a basic one is fine. And what we can do is we can create a pattern. So, and we're going to need some bricks, sorry. think what I can do here is this is again a point where we can tie two networks together. Actually, let me do one better here. I just made a storage disk. Sorry, storage. Go ahead and let's go downstairs and see if we got a bucket of seared stone in the system already. And what I can do while we're waiting, let's make up another IO transfer thing. I can just literally fill it off of a system out there and just transfer the disk as we need more. I need 1 bucket of seared stone, please. Oh, I can't do that. How do I get seared stone out? Oh, that's kind of rough. Huh. Can I not pour it that way? Seared stone. I must have to fill it in a slightly different way. Okay, so let's not import that for right now. Let's take sand out of the picture on this guy. Should be going. Oh, see, we're out of lava on this setup as well. Oh, I probably have my lava disk in here. That's why I have none. This is how you transfer fluids between the two networks. Let's do it like so. Whoa. Stay put. Now all these should turn on. There goes our lava back up. And we've got, how much lava in here? 4, oh, that's where it all went. Okay. So 1 disc will hold 4 kilo buckets worth. In an emergency. And these guys should finish in just a second. There we go. Import. Molten glass, please. Can we not hold anymore? It should be going. It just might be a little bit of server lag. I need seared stone. I don't know what's taking so long here. I think the whole system is not powered enough. Come on. 72 buckets worth. Oh, that's why. It probably has to be at the bottom. Oh, look at that. That's kind of nuts. Okay. Good to know. Give me that seared stone. Let's see if we can make a bucket of it this way, maybe. Yeah. So it's just that extra cells is not playing well with the bucket of seared stone. And kind of waiting for that bucket to disappear. Heh. Okay. Maybe not quite enough in there yet. And we do have a whole lot of ardite and cobalt to melt up. In fact, I'll grab some more and put that on the side ready to go. Just because this is all going to be part of our Manilium quest later on. Might as well let it start melting now. And the verdict is... Yeah, we didn't have enough melted, so we're just waiting a moment here, folks. And we're going to build a setup to handle this. So now what I want to try to do... Let's see. I think we can put it like... Probably right over in here is about the best spot, to be fair. Oop. I'm getting some serious lag at the moment. And how's that quest? It's still doing mushroom liquid, okay. So what we'll do is put the casting table there. We're going to need a liquid export bus. Thank you. So this is how I'm going to tie the two networks together. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put that guy down. When I get my bucket of seared stone, I'm going to have to break one more block here so I can see where this is pointing. And we're going to have an ME interface on top here. And we're going to point it down right at the table. Actually, I lied. We're gonna put a hopper in between so we can watch shenanigans ensue. So if I put a hopper onto here, then I put our ME interface here. Okay, perfect. And then our import bus will go like right here. So now these two networks are still independent. The casting table's in between them. Then I can do that. And we can tell it, yeah, you can cast us our bricks. As soon as we get enough to get that bucket of liquid. Seared stone's one of those funny liquids that takes a long time to get enough of. And give me another lever here. I'm just going to shut off the cobalt and ardite for right now. We're going to need a lot of this coming up. Take that out, put it on the side. Give me lots of stone, please. Oops. Storage bus, we're going to do right there. And we're going to say it's not bidirectional. Extract only. And that's how we get more. As soon as this melts down, guys. Oh, 4 blocks. That should give me enough to fill the bucket, maybe. Nope, no, still not quite. That's gonna. Oh, there's our bucket of seared stone. Okay, perfect. And now let me go ahead. This one can go back on now. And I'm going to tell this particular bus that it's allowed to extract seared stone now. And we're going to turn it down and out. Are you on or off? We need to turn that off. Oh, come on. Or just knock it out of there completely. And let's go ahead and disable this for a minute. This guy over here, what are you working on? Still sand? I'd rather get lots of cobble out at this point. Anyway, with this seared stone bucket, I should be able to tell this fluid interface that you're allowed to export this. And if I throw 1 brick into here, it should know what to do. I'm hoping. And are we filling up? I can't really tell yet. We'll know if the brick disappears. It might take a minute if there's really is server lag going on here. How am I doing for seared stone? 832 millibuckets. Oh wait, millibuckets or buckets? Yeah, see, we need a lot more seared stone. So for now, I'm going to turn off sand everywhere. We don't really need that much more clear glass. I got enough for years. You can see on our terminal here, we're up to 14,000 clear glass again. We'll let this part finish up and go from there. Shouldn't take but a moment longer. And all of these guys are now melting at the same time. And we'll come back and check on that in just a minute here. And we're at 5 FPS. Am I still having power issues downstairs? Or lava issues? So we're up to a kilobucket now. So that means our solar generator setup is buying me more stuff. I need to get this part emptied. I started putting it into our massive tank and then I decided against that. So it's just got to take time to empty. Anyway, high controller. What else do we need to program right now? We'll come back to these bricks in a minute. Next on the list is a scorched drain. Scorched drain, so like that. Next on the list is scorched bricks and scorched duct. Scorched brick. Okay, it's like that, same kind of bricks. And scorched duct. Okay. We can go ahead and do all of these. Just add them to the system. You can see I keep adding stuff to the system as we go. Because and since I got an extra fluid storage disk, we'll just throw it into our main system here again. With the cobblestone, guys, while we're waiting on the seared stone, let me show you this. Because it was taking so long to process, I came over here and I set up just 4 cyclic assemblers with the basic recipe to make compressed cobblestone. So that way it starts down converting all those recipes automatically for us. And I just put up a little piece of dark cable here on the export buses and said if we drop below 5,000 cobble, you can shut off. Because I mean, we were halfway, but that crafting process is very time consuming. So we might as well get, one piece of it out of the way as far as we can with the cyclic assemblers, and then I can come back and finish the other stuff later on. How are we? Oh, did our brick go through yet? Not quite. And I have no idea if this is going to work, by the way. Let's see, liquid storage. We're up to a bucket worth. It should go any time now. I think it takes more than a bucket worth, though, to be honest. Had I known that the lava ran out, I would have started this a little earlier. That's a lot of molten ardite. Once all this stuff melts up, that'll be really good for us. And all of it's converted to manilian and getting sucked into the system. You'll recall that we have a liquid quest under for the hoarding. Under this crazy purple quest. For molten manilium, we need 10,000 of it. So that's like 1,000 or 100 buckets worth. And I've just been letting that collect over here. We're up to 41 buckets worth and climbing. Let's go take a gander here at... Well, let's make it let's sleep through the night first. Definitely waiting on that seared stone to finish up over here. If it'll do it, I have no idea. Maybe extra cells won't play. In which case, I'm in trouble. And I'll have to make an entirely separate smeltery for this. Let's get that brick back into play. Huh. What's funny is extra cells is bringing in the liquid, but it isn't working with it. We must need a lot of it. Well, we melted up all of that, huh? Let's go ahead and turn this guy back on to fill up more seared stone more quickly. And we'll have more manilian. Look at all of that. Wow. Yep. So we need like 10 more cobalt to clean out the system. That'll help. And make it so we can produce nothing but seared stone for the next few hours. And that one can sit there. I'll let it build up. In the meantime, these guys are all melting for me. Ever so slowly. 3,000. It should work. Not quite sure why it's not. So let's do some experimentation here, folks. That was an export bus, right? I'm wondering if I could tie a drain directly to... Or excuse me, a faucet, I think they're called. So how do you... Well, let's see if I got one outside here. There's one. I have an extra? No, we'll make one more. Maybe this is something that has to be done manually. Seared. You just do 1, 2, and 3. Give me a faucet. And I attach a faucet straight away to this. And piece of cable to connect the two. And you can export seared stone, please. I do it like this. No. Well, that's like 300% terrible. I guess we're gonna have to do it. It'll be faster for me to make a separate smeltery for this than in here. We're gonna need a drain. We're gonna need a controller. We're gonna need a lava tank for this. We're gonna need some seared brick. I don't know. Craft a stack of it. And we're just gonna put it straight away into here and call it a day. Oh, let's see. I can't do it there. We're gonna have to go out one more. Yeah, we still got a little bit of lag. But this will get me roughly right for this stuff. Come on. So now I want to put our drain. Let's knock this back out for a minute. Into here. So that I have, maybe I can export into here. And let's go ahead and get our controller down. We'll do that here. Sure. We'll put a lava tank here. Let's knock out all of this for a moment. Actually, we're going to put the lava... Yeah, we'll put the lava tank there. Then bricks around, and we should have a viable setup here. In just a second, as soon as I put down 3 more layers. Did our thing turn on? Yes. Perfect. So give me... Give me this export bus, because it's not doing me any good here. Oh, come on. Stop messing around with me. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and put you back down. I might have to raise up this drain once more anyway, we'll see. But I need to get the stuff back out of the system. Export seared stone, please. Like so. Oh, look at that. So now we got seared stone in it. Okay, that'll work. I won't even need the lava then. I will just need to raise it up one more level. Okay, we're almost there. Raise it up one more level and get a drain. or a second drain. And we're going to go ahead and put that drain right on, plan to put it on the front corner there, so I got some room to work with on sides. Drain. Oh, I already got one. Beautiful. So we'll put that here. And you there. Give me one more fluid export bus, because I can take that igneous extruder we got over to there and put it to use, just to get us a bunch of seared stone for later. Okay. I need another hole in the wall so I can jump over here. Okay, and come on. Those fluid buses are unforgiving in terms of their hitbox. 6. There we go. Need a lava bucket. That'll make this controller filled with lava over time. There we go. Export lava. And now we can smelt more things. All the things. Like so. Now, let's close this wall back in. And get our setup readjusted here. So now our casting table is going to have to sit here with the faucet above it. And what I can do is the hopper is going to go on the side here. Actually, I'm going to put the ME interface right there, to heck with the hopper. Let's see if we can do it straight up with the ME interface. I need it to push it to the left. Well, where's... Okay, there we go. And before we forget, let's eat some food here. I am eating bacon mushroom burgers from now on. We got plenty of material to handle that. So, fine by me. Give me my import bus. Right here. Connect the dots. And then we just go up the wall like this. And the last thing we're going to need is a redstone clock. Clock. Not the most efficient way, but if it gets it to pour it out. There we go, one of them. That should allow us to auto-craft these bricks. And we'll have plenty of backlog seared stone in a minute for all of it. So now if I can take and put in a brick manually to test this, make sure it's going to work. And it crafted the brick. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and make that recipe. Oh, look at that. We made a bunch of them, or we had some on the side from something. So for one brick, you get one scorched brick is going to be the recipe now. And I just put that into our ME system. Now we can craft them. Or excuse me, I placed that into the ME interface here. And then we have automated scorched bricks. So now what do we need to produce for our quest? Steel powered. So we need one controller, one drain, one brick, one something. Docked. So let's go into scorched. One of them. One of them. We'll put these bricks into the system. One of them. Oops. Manually. Oh, is it really? Okay, that's weird. The auto crafting doesn't count. Okay, so let's request a stack of these. I don't know how fast it'll go, but we'll try. In fact, let's go upstairs and watch. You know what I can do is probably one better here. Because it's only got one type of liquid in it, I could probably make it faster with a fluid duct and a servo. Actually. Sometimes you gotta experiment. Give me that servo. And yeah, that'll be even faster. You're gonna see this thing pushing out brick after brick after brick now. Beautiful. And for grins, let's take a look at our... Oh, we can look from the thing over here. So we got 60 blocks worth. Let me get... I want a fluid thing up here. I can access all my materials. Or all my liquids. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted the fluid terminal. Okay. Give me an igneous extruder. We got extras. Let's see if I could just put this straight away to here. I will put a bucket of lava into here. And then I need a bucket of water. Water. Thank you. Is this going to output right away into there? Not so much. Okay. So let's go ahead and put these bricks into play. We'll put a hopper in play first, then the extruder. And just, it'll keep this whole thing filled up with material for us. We need more stuff. So give me another bucket of water, please. And we'll put the bucket of seared stone into there. Then I can get a bucket of lava. And we'll be good to go in that regard. And all of that should just keep filling up and melting. So now let's try and craft this stuff again. Scorched. So I needed a drain. Make sure that's counting in our quest book. Okay, yeah, it basically wants me to make sure we have it set up for stuff. We need a controller. Right, a scorched duck. Where's the last thing? Was it not called that? High oven controller. It's been smoking the good stuff. High oven controller, and we're good to go. Let's take a look at this. I will take the scorched bricks just because it allows to make a thing faster. So next on the list is heavy armor. So we need to make steel armor. Now that you have a high oven, you can combine the ingredients in the oven with charcoal, not coal, to create steel. Okay, so we're going to need to make sure we make more charcoal. And how are we doing on hearts here? Oh, that can go in. I see we got 3 of those hearts, so let's go ahead and make 3 more of these guys. What do we need? Oh, did I click the wrong? Okay, I'll take 3. And let's get some stuff put back away here where we can. For later on usage. Oh look, we've gotten a reward bag. So next up we're going to need to make we're going to need to make the high oven. I want to see if we can do that live here in the next 20 minutes or so. If not, I will continue it off camera because we're going to need a fair amount of steel for everything else. Okay, let's open up our reward bag. And with that said, I'd like the steel to production to continue over the length of the weekend here. Oh look, do we get spice leaf seeds? Negative. Okay, we'll put that back. Let's see about crafting this high oven. Like the smeltery, the high oven functions as a liquid taking and is capable of melting metals and more. Unlike the smeltery, it cannot contain multiple liquids or mix them into alloys. Mixing materials is key. As time goes on, you will become familiar with oxidizers, reducers, and purifiers. These are properties and materials which may lead to robust crystalline structures within your metalworking. The high oven can be as small as 3 blocks high or as high as 8. For each layer between the top and bottom layers, more space will be available to cook items within. So we're going to go for the max right away. Just so I don't got to rebuild it later. To begin, lay a 3x3 bed of scorched bricks. So that's 9, 18, and 6 times 8 is 48. 50, 64 bricks, exactly. Plus the components. Oops, scorched. We want lots more of those. I want, how many do I got? Sorry. 22, so I'm going to go with 42 more of these. And that will craft over time. It's going to take a long time to melt enough stone for this. Kind of what I figured though. What I probably should have done is put a casting table in between here. You know what I can do? Hang on. Let's try a little something here. Dropper. Oh, I'll mess around with that later. I could probably put a couple hoppers into place and a dropper with the redstone pulse to feed all that straight away back into the casting table or into the ME interface and save on 2 pieces of AE network. I'm still getting a serious amount of lag on the server, guys, and I have no idea why. Other than it might be all the lava production over here. Well, look at that. This one I can't even import fast enough anymore. Let's increase ear speed. We need to produce lava at a much faster rate. Let's see. How are we doing on lava? We're up to 2 kilobuckets and climbing. And all of our engines and stuff are turned on. No, not so much. It's acting up again. Power-wise, how are we doing? We're holding? Okay. So what really did me in was filling up that one particular cell. I'll need another lava bucket here in a minute. What I've discovered, folks, is that you need to constantly break when these fluid export buses derp. You kind of need to go ahead and break them and replace them. It's just a strange behavior, but what do you know, I haven't found another way around it. It's no longer exporting lava, but clearly we got it into there. Or we got it in our system. Maybe there's an update. I have to look over the weekend here to update our setup. And let's go ahead and turn this guy up to halfway for now. Just till we get the power turned back on. Okay. And that'll fill up all those engines for us. And we'll leave the bucket right here so we can get liquid in and out. Scorched. And let's go outside and start making this thing. And we'll get a bunch of steel ready to go. I will need to... Oh! And we need one more recipe. Hang on. Because I'm going to need charcoal. What can I do with charcoal? Block of charcoal, okay. So I need a charcoal. I need some wood. I need to do this recipe. So that way I can use our furnaces to craft me up a bunch of charcoal in a hurry. And then I can create a block of charcoal for myself to request. And we'll get that started cooking straight away. Okay. Charcoal. Give me a stack of 64, please. And that should be filling up down here in a moment. And you guys will notice you'll hear the villagers. I figured out how to get that I could craft the villager egg yesterday. And I started messing around with trading with them. You saw the cooked fish recipe in that. So I'm unlocking all the different trays to see what we can get from a villager. In case there's something relatively useful. Nothing yet. Maybe I can put a sound muffler up here so we don't have to listen to them sing sweet somethings to me at night. Oops. Right here. There we go. Guys, quiet time. You can still hear them if you're close. But it's not as bad. Okay, so now we need to make a smeltery for steel, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that over here somewhere. I need to start making more room from the looks of things. Let's go... Where can we go? I'm kind of liking all the smelting stuff over here. Actually, let's warp all the way down to our smeltery area. And we can put it right down here where we keep all of our iron and everything else. This would be a great spot. So we're going to need to start with a 9x9, or 3x3 it said. And I'm going to turn on our magnet. It is on. Might as well keep metal production right down here with the rest of it. And I can work to automating it. And then it said, let's read the book again. Okay, to begin, lay the bed. Continue laying bricks similar fashion upwards, but leave the center hollow. Okay, so it's like a coke oven. Okay. Cap it off with one additional 3x3 layer, just like the bottom. While there are no vertical limits to the size of your high oven, it is pointless to build it beyond 8 blocks in height. So we're going to go to 8. Place a controller in the middle of any layer you desire, and you may place drains anywhere within the structure. Okay. So we're going to put the controller here. Oh, it has to be in the middle. So we'll put the controller here. Just because that way I could wrap around from our other AE system if I need charcoal there. We'll put the drain over to here, I think. No, we're going to go higher one layer with the drain because I'll probably need a table or something. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me just finish off the top layer here. So we can kind of stare at what we're looking at. Surprised this doesn't need to be lit up, but okay. We'll need a drain. Let's see, we got a drain. I don't know what the duct is for, honestly. Maybe the duct is for like automation. And we need more scorched brick. Hopefully it's crafted by now. Okay, and let's take a look. What are ducts for? The high oven should only be fueled with charcoal or other specialized purified fuels, which do not create unwanted residue within the chamber. To begin burning the charcoal, flip the lever. So we're going to need the lever too. As soon as we get enough bricks crafted here. Okay. Almost there, guys. We need like 6 more. What I'll probably do... Oh, see, and it's got to cook up the clay bricks even still for me. That's cool. If I had thought about that ahead of time. What? Really? Why isn't it... Finding the recipe for that. Craft 128, please. Go smelt those in a big old hurry. Oh, the other thing I've been working on, guys, is, well, I'm thinking of it. In our grinder setup here, I had actually managed to capture a blizz and spawn a bunch of them. And we should have, in our workshop, I set up the recipes to make liquid cryotheum. And that was another liquid quest we were going to need. Or jelly cryotheum it's called. We can, in fact, we could probably start that export quest too here. QDS. And because we're running light on, Q quest delivery system, please. Fluid. I need an export bus. And we'll set that whole thing up to start exporting as well. We'll just put it off to the side here. For now. Let's go with the flow. Liquid cryotheum. How much do we need? I don't even know. Jelly cryotheum? We'll see where we're at. Give me a bucket of that. Let's let it export for us. And we'll put that bucket back in. Let's take a look how we're doing. Oh, look at that. 91% already. 94. Do we got enough? Huh. Okay, let's let the magma crucible go nuts. Cryotheum. Give me 64 more, please. Niter. Salt. This stuff needs to go into our pulverizer to get me more. We need to make sure our lasers are turned back on to harvest this stuff. So close on everything, but yet so far. That's active. Okay. And we should be getting all of that into the magma crucible here. Hopefully we got just enough in a short order. It's 100 per. So that tells you how many more we're going to need. How's our soup doing when we were looking at it? 27%. We got a ways to go. Need another burger. Bacon mushroom burgers for the win. And guys, we're getting real close. We're going to be... Ethanol's another one on my list I'll start automating more of. Fluid protein. Oh, look at liquid meat. Oh, okay. That'll be interesting. Let's see, slaughterhouse. Let's go ahead and just put in that recipe. I don't know if we got all the stuff in here or not for this. We're almost at the point where I've got too much going on in the crafting system again. And with the slaughterhouse, essentially what I'm going to do, guys, to bring you up to speed, is take our mob grinder out there and replace the grinders with slaughterhouses and just let it run for a while, spawning cows. So that I can kind of do off camera and let it build up liquid meat. Because apparently we're going to need a lot of it. Anyway, liquid cryotheum. We're at 97%. And we'll put this back on the side for now. Just letting stuff melt up here. And on those guys, we're still waiting on another saltpeter ore. Let's go see if we got our scorched brick yet. Definitely have 3 more. We needed 6. We're waiting on the bricks. How are we doing on brick, by the way? Now, we got plenty. Good, let's take that out of here. Let this guy finish. Scorched. We should be able to do it faster now. And let me warp back, and by the time we warp over to there, we'll have 2 more. Smeltery area. Scorched. There's 1 and 3 and 1 more, and we'll be good to go. And what I will probably do, well, actually, not probably. What I'm going to do here is make sure we request a bunch more of that stuff. Let's go ahead and put this into play for right now. And see if we got a multi-block. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff. Now to make steel armor, actually guys, we'll try and make 1 piece of steel, but then I'm not going to do the actual armor. Where's our quest book? I will do that off camera. So we need a block of charcoal. We need some kind of way to smelt stuff. The high oven should only be fueled with charcoal. The high oven may be used to process normal metals. Normal metal as the smelter, it cannot be used to create alloys in the traditional sense. Instead, raw, yeah. Known oxidizers include gunpowder, sugar, and coal. Okay. So steel. Steel is what you came here for, undoubtedly, so let's get to it. The materials represent only a portion. So we need gunpowder. So we need, that's 2 to 1, and iron. I'm wondering if we can do this with blocks of iron. Kind of like the old railcraft smeltery. Or for thing. So we need two gunpowder, 2 redstone. Or excuse me, 1 gunpowder, 1 redstone stack, and 2 stacks of sand. To make this thing function. Oh, and then we need a charcoal. Let's go ahead and grab our thing of that. In the meantime, I'm going to get 2 more stacks of that ready. We'll just turn this bad chicken on. So charcoal can go here, maybe? We can do... Oh, look at that. It's going to need to be loaded. Oh, and then it said it needed a redstone signal to consume fuel. Wow, I should do several stacks of iron blocks. If I can do all of that at once, it'll just save me time in the long run. Let it melt all of it. It's heating up, why not? Now the nice part is over here, because I don't need these anymore, I can have, oh look at that, we need material. Man, stop that. Sleeping bag. Give me my sleeping bag back. I can put in our stuff and it redoes it. Let's go ahead and check out like iron over here. How are we doing? Oh, that's all iron. Wow, we don't have that much left over. Ore sand. Dust. Yeah, we're caught up on all our materials, must be. We're not processing anything. That's good. Let's turn on whatever we got and filter out the last little bit. If the red lights turn on, that means we got stuff in the system. If it doesn't, we don't. Wonderful. We're almost caught up then. We got, 11K lead left to go, but that's kind of minor. Let's watch our oven here for just a minute. And then I'm going to wrap up the episode and call it, guys. I'm wondering if I can put in a backup of everything we're going to use here. Somehow. Oh, it's still heating. And folks, I'll let you know the result. Tune in next time. We're going for steel and big reactors. Until then, thanks, and remember to hit that like and favorite button and all that good stuff. Follow and leave comments, and we'll talk soon. Bye.